Today's stream, we're going to see how to create a meaningful business for people who value fulfillment more than money. And as I said, I prepared a long-ass mind map for today's stream. So let's begin. Let's do a quick introduction. Are you an online entrepreneur who has been feeling lost in your business recently? Or are you someone who wants to start an online business but don't know how and where to start? Or maybe you are neither of the two and you just want to do something meaningful with your life but you don't know how. Welcome in today's stream subject. We are going to see how to create an online business that actually fulfills you and serves your life. And even if you don't care about woo-woo stuff like fulfillment and meaning and just want to make money, watch this until the end because I might describe the future that lies ahead of you. And being aware of it beforehand will likely give you a competitive advantage. But before we start, who am I? So, my name is Noah. I have been an online entrepreneur since I'm 16 and I've built two 10k months business on the French market. And after realizing that these businesses were not fulfilling me and that money was not my ultimate goal, I stopped everything to start this channel and stream. On the side, I'm also a freelance content strategist and copywriter in a French YouTube agency where we build profitable personal brands for entrepreneurs. So the goal of this channel is to share with you guys the soft and hard skills to build a meaningful life and business that will be a vessel to your personal fulfillment. So let's begin, and first we're going to see the classic path of online entrepreneurship. First, there is this feeling that you don't fit in society's standard. Basically, you can't imagine going through college, getting a degree and working a 9-to-5 your whole life. Or you've been through getting a degree, working a 9-to-5, but you realize that it's not for you and you started searching for a different path. Then you discover online entrepreneurship on social media, like everyone else. You start to feel like maybe it's possible. Maybe you can create your own alternate path online and be free from your 9-to-5. So you start watching some YouTube videos and then you try some business models. You buy a course and you start your first business following someone else's blueprint to success. And then you fail again and again until finding something that works. You have your first results, you start making some money, and you enjoy the freedom that living online provides. And yes, in a way, you succeed. But despite you making some money and finally reaching your first goal, you realize something is missing. You created another 9-to-5 job for yourself. You sacrificed things that you wanted to prioritize in the first place to succeed. You lost the connection with your first initial vision, and material success and money don't fill the void you feel inside. So then you realize that you need to make a change. And now you're here on this video, or maybe you're here on this video because another reasons, but you realize that you want to build a business that will serve your life and not the opposite. So that's basically the classic path of online entrepreneurship. A lot of my entrepreneurs friends, they went to this process. Basically, they started by following someone's sales path, doing some online business, and then they realized that, okay, that's great, I make money, but it's not something that is fulfilling me, so I need to work on something else or find something else to do to actually make something that will be really meaningful for me. So first, before going further, we have to define meaning. And so to define meaning, there is a Japanese concept that I like a lot, which is the ikigai. Basically, ikigai means a reason for being. The ikigai is the intersection between what you love, what the world needs, what you can be paid for, and what you are good at. Of course, when you don't have all these four intersecting together, you don't have a full sense of wholeness and you don't feel complete inside. You will feel this void that I was talking earlier. So what is meaningful to you is unique and will be different from other people. And that's very, very important to understand. For some, it will be to create art that makes their audience feel something. For some, it is to become the best in a video game. For others, it is to create systems and process that will automate and save as much time as possible. For others, it is to transcend their physical limits in the sports. And for some, it is also to spend time with their family. And for Denji, it is just to have a normal life and enjoy bread with butter and jam and find a girlfriend. What is meaningful for you is unique and will be different from other people, and you must not let other people judge that. So what I said, what is meaningful to you depends on your values. So what are the values? Your values are simply what you put value on. The hardest thing is to be honest with yourself about what you put value on at your current point in life. Because, for example, let's imagine that right now you want to start a business, but you're not focusing on your business as much as you would want. And you feel maybe ashamed or you feel like you're procrastinating and stuff like that. At the same time, you are at a point in your life where actually starting this business is not your number one priority. Maybe you have a family member that is sick and you want to spend a lot of time with him, which is totally fine. And in that case, of course, you're not going to put all of your energy into your own business. So that's why you have to be honest with yourself and look at things objectively to understand what you really value at this current point in life. Society will value things like hard work, doing big projects, and being the best at something, but there is no shame in having to spend time with your family as your number one value. Also, we have the ultimate prerequisite to find meaning. So here we're going to see Maslow's hierarchy of needs, Maslow's ladder. Everyone knows it, so I'm not going to go too deeply in it. But if you don't don't first fulfill your physiological and safety needs, you can't work towards self-actualization, which is the last step of the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And of course, if we're talking about creating a business that will fulfill us, we are talking about self-actualization here. But if you actually don't have a shelter, food, and stuff like that, of course, you won't be able to focus on self-actualization. That's why before actually trying to create something meaningful, you must find a way to make enough money to sustain your needs, whether that be working a 9 to 5 or doing a side business like freelancing to pay the bills. For example, for me, I wouldn't be able to do the streams and create this project if I was not a content strategist and copywriter in an agency at the same time. So if I didn't have this recurring money coming in every month to pay my bills, I wouldn't be able to spend time working on this project, which won't give me money in the short term. So now that we define meaning, we can start understanding ourselves. So without understanding who you are, what your strengths are, your weaknesses, and your values, you will never be able to create something meaningful for you. Because for some, a meaningful business is just something that makes enough cash while giving you the freedom and time to do sport or spend time with your family. For others, it will be to create a business in which they can express their own creativeness and art, like authors, comedians, and entertainers. And for some, it will be to give their all to create an empire that makes as much money as possible. Also, understanding where you have a competitive advantage over others is also the key to create a business where people won't be able to do something better than you. Finding this competitive advantage will take years, and you won't realize it at first. But when you found it, you will realize that you have been seeing the whole world through this lens the whole time. And it's hard for you to recognize it because it is something that is second nature for you. So you will feel like it's nothing crazy and that everyone does it. But actually, everyone doesn't. For example, I know one of my strengths is analyzing and structuring ideas and explaining them to people. I have been analyzing the world since I'm born, and I do it subconsciously. That's my own lens through which I see the world. And I'm always coaching people, even without realizing it, by trying to give advice specific to their situation or mental model that can help them. Of course, if they are willing to, because can't help someone that don't want to be helped. But basically, that will be my intention and something that I will be doing a lot of the time without even realizing. And the only way to understand yourself is through experience. First, you have to understand that what you are valuing right now will change and evolve with time. It's the principle of impermanence from Buddhist philosophy. Everything is temporary and will fluctuate with time. It's life cycles or the principle of seasons in nature. Then you will have to start with what your initial vision is. If you have no experience in online entrepreneurship, following someone else's blueprint to success will help you get results, and through this process you will start to understand yourself. You will start to understand what you like, what you don't like to do, the things you're good at, the things you suck at, and stuff like that. Entrepreneurship will be the mirror through which you will see your true self, because every interaction and task will tell you something about your worldview and beliefs. It's the mirror's law. How we perceive and experience the world is a reflection of our own internal state. And even if you haven't started entrepreneurship yet, you can just look at your experiences and analyze the pattern that emerged from them. So that's it for understanding oneself. Now we're going to see the trap of trying to live from your passion, because it is often said that starting from yourself is rarely a good idea in business, because if you create something that only you find valuable, people may not pay for what you have to offer. But I still believe that there is value in starting from yourself, especially if you want to create something meaningful to you. Because the truth is, with the internet, there are people who will share similar interests and problems with you, and these people will be interested in your story and what you can offer. You also still need to take into consideration the market you are in to align with the needs of the people. It's a subtle alignment to find, because if you only focus on others, you may create something profitable but not meaningful to you, and at the same time, if you only focus on yourself, you may create something that is meaningful but not valued by others. So to live from your passion, you need to link it to one of the three fundamental human needs. First, we have relationships and love. Secondly, we have money, and third, we have health. These are basically the three fundamental human needs and the three biggest industries in the world. Also, you have to find how you will fit into these three needs, and this will dictate your niche and sub-niches. A niche is a category within one of the three human needs that I previously described, and all profitable niches stem from these needs in one way or another. The more you are able to link your niches and business to one of these three needs, the better and easier it will be to monetize your business, so keep that in mind. Now that we see the trap of trying to live from your passion, let's move on. The principles of making money online. I could go way more in depth about all of the things and all of the principles of making money online, but of course for today's stream and video, I just kept it simple. So first we have the acquisition, and then we have the conversion. So acquisition. Basically there is three main ways to acquire awareness and clients for your business, because acquisition is basically how you will bring eyeballs to your offer and your story and your business. That's the first step. If nobody is seeing you, seeing what you have to offer, of course you will never get clients in the first place. So first we have organic content. Organic content will be YouTube videos, writing on X and Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and stuff like that. Then you have direct outreach. Direct outreach is directly contacting people via email, LinkedIn, Instagram, stuff like that. It will be when you will be directly contacting people on their personal profile or through their email and telling about how you can help them, how you can bring them values to their businesses, and try to get them on a call so you can further discuss with them, discover their needs, and sell them something. And then we will have paid acquisition, which will be online advertising on platforms like Facebook, YouTube, Google's, and stuff like that. Then we have the conversion. So the conversion part is the way you will be monetizing your skills, and you will be converting the awareness that you generated through the acquisition part into actual clients that will pay you money. So there are three main ways to monetize your skills. First, we have done for you services. So done for you services, it is when people pay you so you do something for them. For example, coding, video editing, copywriting, online advertising, stuff like that. It is the easiest and, in my opinion, the best way to start an online business, as it will teach you key skills about sales, outreach, and clients management. Then we have coaching and consulting. It's when people pay you so you teach them how to do something, like a fitness coach or a life coach, things like that. It's important to note that every service can be translated into a coaching service. It's a great way to make as much money while spending less time delivering yourself. When you have the necessary skills and knowledge to teach others, it's a great way to be more profitable. It also feels more fulfilling because you help people directly one-on-one. There is this quote who says, "Bring a fish to a man and he will eat for a day, and teach a man how to fish and he will eat for his whole life." And basically coaching and consulting is the equivalent of teaching someone how to fish. Then we have courses and productized services. So courses is how you will share your skills and knowledge at scale. It's a very profitable way of monetizing, but you will need more people to pay you to make the same amount of money as you will be making with services or coaching. It's a great way basically to have more impact on more people, and also to make it automatic, because of course when a course is created, it's just selling and you don't have to actually do something with your time anymore when you already have created a course. And if you are just starting out, like I just said, coaching and done for you services are the best way to start, as you need fewer clients to make a living. It is easier to make 5k a month by having 2.5k a month clients than selling 50 courses at €100 every month. And it will also teach you all the necessary skills to create your own coaching and info product business if this is what you want down the line. That was it for the main principles of making money online. Then we have the necessary skills to learn. So about the skills. First, I'm going to talk about the starving artist malediction. So basically it refers to people who create their whole life without making any money because they lack knowledge on marketing and sales skills. Basically there are people who have great ideas, who are creative, and who will most of the time create very good stuff, but because they don't know how to market it and generate awareness and convert this awareness into clients, they will basically never make any money and just be unknown. And even worse, there are people that most of the time purposefully avoid learning the skills because they brand them as evil. These people are blinded by their ego and are doomed to have limited impact on the world because of their selfishness and close-mindedness. Marketing and sales are tools, and as a knife can be used to cut meat and eat or to kill someone, marketing and sales are the same. Tools are not evil, the intention behind their usage is. That's why you need to remove the limiting beliefs that you may have about marketing and sales and actually learn them as they are. So, how to avoid this curse? So first, you will have to learn deeply about human psychology. So every skill stems from it, which is sales, marketing, copywriting, content creation, productivity, relationships. Every of them are based on the fundamentals of the human psyche. Studying the human mind will always be one of the most useful studies ever, because the principles in it are reflected in every skill. Also, you have to focus on creating a T-shaped skill tree. So what is a T-shaped skill tree? It's very simple. There is 3 skill profiles. Basically, we have someone who have deep discipline and expertise in only one area. Then we have someone who has knowledge in different skills and competencies, and the T-shaped profile is someone who has deep discipline and expertise in one or two areas, but also have multiple areas where he have the basic knowledge. And it's very important to have that. And basically, when you're an entrepreneur, you are forced to create a T-shaped skill tree because you will have to learn a lot about different things, but you will also have to find the thing where you will specialize on. So it's very important to understand that. And by working on your business or working on other people's businesses by selling services, you will learn about a lot of different things in the process. And then you can focus on what you like the most. For me, for example, it was copywriting and content creation. Then we have to see the skills. So we have the hard skills and the soft skills necessary. But basically the hard skills are the skills that will bring you results in the material realm, which will be sales, outreach, marketing, as I said, stuff like that. And then we'll have the soft skills, the skills that won't directly bring you results, but that will have an impact on the efficiency of your hard skills, like productivity, prioritization, organization, learning routines, dopamine management, and stuff like that. You will absolutely need to learn both of them, as for example, if you don't know how to create routines and organize yourself, you will lose a lot of time and won't be efficient even if you're very, very good at one of the hard skills. So it's very important to combine both to be good, basically to be good and efficient and have a lot of results. Now we're going to see the H2A scientific process to create a meaningful business. Let's begin with the hypothesis. So basically, you have to start by focusing on yourself and your past experiences. What are your skills? What are you good at? For what do people ask you advice for? Who is inspiring you? Why? It's a very good question because most of the time the people who inspires you reflects traits and skills that you also have and that you want to improve. And what are your competitive advantages right now? Is it money? Is it network? Is it access to specific insider information that only you have? You have to try to find things where you can have leverage and have a competitive advantage on others. Then you can sort the answer you found during your introspection by order of importance for you. Based on this answer, you have to think about which business model would suit you the best. Would it be being a content creator? Would it be selling services, doing coaching, e-commerce? Anything is fine as long as it's aligned with you and your current skills. And then after selecting which model, you have to map the action plan to make money, as I said. So what will be your acquisition model, and then what will be your conversion model? So about the acquisition model, would it be content creation, outreach, networking, paid advertising, a combination of both? You have to think about that. Then what will be your conversion model? So first you have to determine what will be your offer, and then what will be the sales process. After that, we have the second part of the process, which is the action part. It's of course very key part of the process because without action there isn't results. And so the first thing would be to create a 3-month goal. Then you divide it by monthly goals to achieve, and then you divide these monthly goals by weekly and daily activities that you must do. Basically, it will feel easier to achieve. Also, you have to find the 3 most important tasks where you will spend 80% of your time on. If you are selling services, for example, the 3 most important tasks will be outreaching, delivering to clients, and maybe learning to improve your craft or managing your team. If you are doing e-commerce, it will be product research, advertising test, and improving your website. And if you are selling courses and coaching, it will be content creation, product creation, and learning. After that, we have the analysis part. You have to spend time and take a step back and see things with a different time frame to constantly reflect and adjust your trajectory. There is this quote that I love a lot, which is, when two men are running in the wrong direction, the first one to win is the one who stops running. And I think it's very impactful quote to show why speed is less important than direction. And to do that, we have first the daily reviews. So at the end of each day, reflect on your past actions and plan the next day. Then we have the weekly reviews. At the end of each week, analyze how you spend your time and if it was spent in the right activities, aka the 3 most important tasks that you determined before during the hypothesis part. Then we have the monthly review. At the end of the month, analyze your progress on your quarterly goal. Have you made any progress? Did you lose yourself on the way? How can you adjust to improve in the next month? And then we have the quarterly review. At the end of the quarter, analyze the results. Did you reach your goal? Why did you get these results? And then the second step in the analysis part is just to create a new hypothesis with the insight you will have learned from this quarter. By reflecting on your previous hypothesis and gathering data through your actions, you can now make a new one that will be more accurate than the previous one. The goal is to create a positive feedback loop that will condemn you to improve and make better decisions as time goes on. And the only way to fail at something is to stop. So if you keep gathering data about yourself, learning new skills as you take action, and improve with each iteration, you will succeed sooner or later. Also, do not overly focus on whether you have reached your goal or not. The true goal is to constantly improve toward the direction of your ikigai. We are already at the conclusion, so that was it for today's lesson. Of course, if you're seeing the video, feel free to like, to subscribe and comment below. If you want me to further dive into a specific subject, whether it be specific hard skills like copywriting or any soft skills, feel free to let me know and I will prepare a dedicated stream on it. Feel free to ask your questions as well. I will answer them in the comment and even maybe make some videos and streams about them. I think that could be very interesting. And also turn on the notification bell, guys, and I swear it's not just some YouTuber bullshit, because I want you to be in the streams, because the more people there is in the stream, the best the streams are, because we can interact with each other. You can ask me questions directly on live and create some exchange, and that's actually the goal and the reason why I'm doing the stream. And also I don't actually have a consistent stream schedule at the moment, so this way you will be notified when I'm going live. And also for those who are on stream, feel free to ask your questions in the chat and then let's play some games and chill together. So hey, if anyone in chat want to ask some question about what I just told, feel free to ask, and while I'm waiting for this question, I will just end will be good.